Okay, breaking news, wake it up, because I don't see enough people talking about this. Trump has lifted the segregation ban, y'all. That means that segregation is now legal. Hello, segregation ban law has been lifted by Trump.
It's time to speak up. They're rolling back segregation. They are rolling back segregation. It is now no longer illegal to require separate facilities for people of different races. It is no longer illegal to say, here's the white water fountain and here's the colored water fountain. To be clear, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 is still in place and has not been disbanded. But we know what their goal is. There is always step one in a process, and we absolutely know what their goal is. They are rolling back segregation. What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Because this time, white people, we are the ones that are going to be on the front crossing that bridge. Do you hear me? We are the ones that are going to stand in the streets. Our black countrymen have done their time at the front of the lines, and it is our turn. It is our turn to face the water hoses and to face the dogs and to face the tear gas, because we have let this happen. Not on my watch. Not while there is breath in me will we go back. Is anybody out there with me? Go love your neighbor.
So Trump is rolling back segregation. Could this be bait, rage bait? They're expecting a reaction from the black community. Is that what they want? Or could it actually be that they are bringing back segregation and they are standing on business? They're literally doing it.
I need for you to come front and center, and please share this video, especially if you're a federal contractor. Clause 52.222-21 of the FAR being the Federal Acquisition Regulation, is titled Prohibition of Segregated Facilities. And what this states is that the contract agrees that it does not and will not maintain or provide for its employees any segregated facilities at any of its establishments, and it does not and will not permit its employees to perform their services at any location under its control where segregated facilities are maintained. And segregated facilities mean like at work areas, restaurants, bathrooms, drinking fountains, transportation, housing. And you cannot segregate it based on race, color, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity, national origin as well. Now, this clause is removed from the FAR. This is a new change due to the Trump regime. So what this heinous government is saying is that this provision, this clause in the FAR will no longer be considered when making award choices or enforce requirements. Now, I think this is very symbolic in nature from Trump's administration, who happens to be an inherently racist administration. And people that are black and brown, I feel like I have to constantly say this, he does not like you. Now, to be clear, these contractors still have to follow federal and state laws, which include Civil Rights Act of 1964. But we already know Trump is actively trying to dismantle that law. When Kamala Harris offered her vision that we're not going back, this is exactly what she was afraid of, that he will bring us back to the 1950s, in which the white people had the power and we were powerless. But they don't know us, right? Because we shall overcome. And once we get over this hump, the MAGAs are not going to like the consequences. I promise you that.
Y'all see it now. I get it. I love that more and more people are talking about this. More and more people are seeing the same routine happen with this administration. It never fails. Every time their backs are against the wall, every time they're in a position where they are clearly losing favor, specifically with their voting base, they start trying to bait black people. Be honest with me, Republican voters. Be honest, MAGA. Is this a part of your vision? For all of you who kept saying over and over, we don't see color, we are not the ones who are perpetuating all of the racism. It's the people on the left. This idea that they want to bring back Jim Crow laws or segregate anything is all hyperbole. You guys are overreacting. How does this make you feel? I want to know, how do you feel? They are saying that federal contractors will no longer be penalized if they have segregated facilities. Are you going to express concern? Are you going to ask any type of follow-up questions, or are you going to move the goalpost on this one as well? Are you going to say, no, segregated facilities are something we've always wanted? What about the Blacks for Trump? What about y'all? All of y'all saying Trump has never been racist towards black people whatsoever. How are y'all going to feel about this? Oh, wait, let me guess. Y'all thought them colored bathrooms was better, right? Y'all thought it was more masculine or better for our community to have our own bathrooms. Because I'm sure that's something that y'all are going to try to say when this question comes to your front door as well. Like I've said, this is an obsession. They really would like to see our participation in everything that's going on. But we not going for it.
We need to talk about this, y'all. Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Natskunda Esther. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this entire segregation thing that Trump is bringing back now. Apparently, he is allowing people to do whatever they do and have vicinities that are for blacks and whites. And some people are saying, most especially black people are saying, well, it's rage bait. They're literally just trying to get us to react to something because they tried so much. Like, I remember when the 92% decided we literally just gonna sit at home, we're gonna let these white women go on the streets, and what did they end up doing? Nothing. And then black people, they saw that, oh, okay, they still be wanting us on the front line, so some things can happen to us, but not them. We saw that worked. People chilled at home. Nothing happened. They tried again with Chauvin. Oh, we're going to let him out of prison because, George Floyd passed away. We don't care. The man deserves to be free. And they were literally going on about it on Twitter like it was something to joke about. And black people were like, you know what? We actually don't care. He's white, y'all are white. Y'all want him out of prison. Let him be out. We don't care. Nothing happened. And we clearly understood that that's exactly they wanted rage bait. But pushing the button too far to segregation, literally doing away with the laws that were done in the early 90s, that sounds a little bit way too crazy. And even if black people are saying, well, this is rage bait, y'all, let me tell you, I need y'all to remember, technically, Elon Musk, a South African, a byproduct of apartheid, where his father has come out several times and told y'all their people did a favor to South Africans, even colonizing them. Like, he's so proud of it. And let's not forget the Yahtzee sign that Elon Musk was busy throwing around during the inauguration, right? Let's not forget that Elon is technically the president and Trump is VP. Which means a byproduct of apartheid who is running the country right now can literally wake up and say, hey, I want segregation back, because that is what he knows and he wants that. And he has been clear about that he wants that to be back. Hello? Didn't he literally just kick out Mexicans and people are being put, like countries are being put on a travel ban, or these countries are not allowed to come to the United States? But we want to bring white South Africans, the ones that caused apartheid, and their new generations, to give them a free life in the United States because, black people are not saying good things about them in South Africa?
Good afternoon. I don't know if you guys heard the fabulous news of segregation coming back. That was rage bait, right? Because they want y'all to get back out there, but little do they know, we don't want to be by them. Now, we've seen the demise of many of businesses when we snatch back that black dollar. And so what's going to happen now is we're going to continue doing what we were doing. Yes, God, okay? Stay focused. We've been building community. Now we dead ass don't have nobody but our community. Okay? Follow me, y'all. They're going to ruin their own shit. Now, what we have to prepare for is, because we know history repeats itself, and how mad they get when we thrive. It's the same way that shit happened at Cincinnati, or where was that at? When the KKK thought they was gonna do whatever they was gonna do, and then black Hebrew Israelites was out there the next day. I don't know if y'all have seen the news story about how they've been walking around patrolling their neighborhood. This is your time to, I don't know if y'all remember why gangs were started. Oh, okay. Or, anything like that. We had a Second Amendment. Protect your neighborhood. We're on our own, guys. And now maybe we'll be able to be great. Okay? Maybe we'll be able to be great because now we have no ties to them. We have no reason. Now you know where you're not welcome. Now you know where not to spend your money at. And now you know who you deal with. Your people. Good day.
Do we not see the signs? Well, I could be literally ahead of time thinking in my mind that this is actually scary and it is something that we need to take seriously. But let's be realistic. If he says segregation is back, it could start as a joke. Y'all remember? Apparently it was it when Mississippi teasing to say that, oh, well, if you're white and you're a Trump supporter, we will give you $1,000 if you catch an illegal. Those white people took it seriously. They were literally doing the most. They were calling ICE on people. And they were putting matters into their own hands, doing the undoable to ICE. Hello, Nebraska farm owners, didn't they rat out their own workers and now they're crying that they're going bankrupt? Like, it's giving they will do anything that they want in their power to make sure they do whatever they want to people of color. And I think people of color will be like, this too shall pass. Or it starts as a joke. And before you know it, it's actually something. It's literally a thing. If this man was tempting literally to kick out the Native Americans, the Red Indians, I feel like he's capable of doing anything. Is this something we should look at as black people and just be like, it's just rage bait, it will go away? What if it's a tactic as well that, black people will say it's rage bait and then they keep on doing it actually, and then before you know it, it's into though. Because, hello, have you looked around? These days, America is becoming more white than anything else. People of color out. I don't know. Probably they are looking of ways of kicking away the black Americans also. Because they've tried. They've sieved out the Mexicans. They've sieved out the Pakistanis. They've sieved, literally, the Arabs. Oh, yeah, even if they voted for him, they don't care about those people anymore. It's like each and every day, America is finding ways of being more white. And Trump and Elon Musk, they look like that is what they're working towards. When they come and joke about it, it's not a joke. Segregation is not a joke. And I don't think black people should take it as rage bait. Yes, they want to push black people's burdens, but not with segregation. Not with segregation. We're going back to the days of slavery now. They want the days of picking cotton back. It can start as, different vicinities for blacks. Different bathrooms for blacks. Next thing you know, different buildings. Next thing you know, y'all should never come to Nevada or Mississippi. Y'all should stay in Atlanta. It's giving that way. And then what's next? Here are the ships. They're taking you back to Africa. Let's not joke with segregation. Yeah. No, this is concerning to me, and I could be wrong, but y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. But this ain't funny. It is not funny. And people's reactions, man, it's even concerning how white people are even concerned. But in the first place, I'm like, why are you concerned? This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted, because none of us can wake up and say, well, he lied on us. No, he didn't. He didn't lie on us. He woke up, he said, I'm going to do this. That's what he did. Well, apart from lying to Palestinians that he was going to bring back their Gaza, the rest he told so. But even with Gaza, still, it was kind of like direct. You know what? I will relocate you guys and take over your land. It's giving that. It could come, Trump jokes around so much. No. This man could actually be meaning the things that he's saying. And teasing segregation. Before you know it, podcasters are going to be talking about segregation. Before you know it, I'm pretty much sure we're going to be having a Joe Rogan podcast about segregation. Next thing you know, it's on Fox News. Next, What MNBS, what BSC took out the people of color that they had on their station? Do they know something? Rolling back on DEI? Now they're rolling back segregation? Doesn't it all make sense? Well, it could be just in my head, but it's just that the sounds are way too many for us to sit back and be like, it's rage bait. 4 years, and we have just walked 2 months. What do you think can happen in 4 years if all of this has happened in 2 months to show Black people that, you know what, you are literally not appreciated here? And we will literally just do anything to wipe you off. Or you've been having these nice jobs. Well, we're thinking you got these jobs, these nice positions because of DEI. So we're rolling back on DEI. So y'all can word stuff because we don't think you guys are educated enough. So find ways. Slowly by slowly. It's like every week there's been some, and Black people are like, chill, which I like. But at the same time, we need to be serious and actually see things for what they are. And this time around, I really think you can't just wake up and play with segregation. If Elon Musk wakes up and he's like, you know what, I really want to go and colonize South Africa again. I want apartheid back. He got the money to do it. He has the influence. As if it has not yet happened because now South Africa is in a coalition with the DA. What more signs do Black people need? Yeah, tell me what you think in the comment section. But people's reactions, people are unsettled. For sure.
I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist. And here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He did say, if you don't vote for me, you're not Black, right? Oh no, that wasn't him. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Hold on. He did create
I know where you're going.
He did create the crime bill in the 90s, which said that if you get caught with 5 grams of crack, you do a mandatory 5 years. That had mass incarceration. I think even the Vice President Kamala spoke on that part that said that the crime bill played a huge part. No, he didn't do that. Let me see. What did he do? I'm trying to think. The white supremacist. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. He did not rent to Black people. What was it, in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And like, okay, is he written to him now? So nobody's allowed to change, right? See, here's the thing. So we can talk about past, but we never want to talk about our past. If our past get brought up in our community for a lot of what our men did, we always call it rehabilitation. Yo, these young brothers, we've been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. If my past was what was going to prevent me from winning today, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he ain't got some fucked up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for. But what I'm saying is that he's the president of the United States. He's not the candidate.
So did you guys see that federal agencies are now bringing back segregation and that they quietly have undone the law that prohibits certain constitutions and institutions that have goods or services to segregate? Well, while y'all are on here bring back segregation, they already did when they wiped out DEI, but people are sounding the alarm on it because they are instituting it and telling companies to start to do it now. Segregated facilities are no longer explicitly banned in federal contracts, meaning they can do shit like rating rooms for colored onlys and white only gyms. Oh, you don't believe me? Let's read. The segregation clause is one of the several identified in a public memo issued by the General Services Administration just last month, affecting all all civil federal agencies. Now, this memo explains it is making changes prompted by President Trump's executive order on diversity, equity, and inclusion, which replaced an executive order signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1965 regarding federal contractors and non-discrimination. Now, a recent notice from the National Institute of Health shows that the change is already in effect. Several federal agencies, include the Department of Defense, Commerce, and Homeland Security, have notified staff who oversee federal contracts that they should start instituting these changes. The changes to the FAR 52-222-21, which is prohibition of segregated facilities, and 26, equal opportunities will not be considered when making award decisions or enforce requirements. Now, the prohibition of segregated facilities, the reason why we don't have to go into establishment and see for colored water fountains fucking only, is because of the Prohibition of Segregated Facilities Act. Contractor has to agree that it does not and will not maintain or provide for its employees any segregated facility at any of its establishments, which explicitly bans the use of segregation in public spaces. And guess what? Trump undid that, and the person who is whistleblowing on this and telling the federal agencies now have to do it doesn't even want to show his face. So while you guys are on here saying dumb shit like we're resting and digesting as black people, they're slyly undoing everything that we worked years for. So yep, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Oh, my people, we got to do better. We have to do some research. You have to do more than listen to the clickbaits. You have to do more than listen to 20-second videos. You have to do more. You have to start doing your due diligence before you come to the comments saying stuff like, I guess you also agree with the segregation he put back in place, budget cuts for veterans, Social Security, DEI, and is not just for black people. Whatever. I didn't finish reading everything because this triggered me for whatever reason. So let's get down to it. So did Trump bring back segregation? No. Donald Trump did not bring back segregation in the sense of reinstating legally enforced racial separation as it existed in the United States prior to the Civil Rights Act of 1964. So, but what they did do was remove the specific clause from federal contracting rules known as FAR 52.222-21. If you want to go look it up yourself. FAR 52.222-21, which is the prohibition of segregated facilities, which had explicitly barred federal contractors from maintaining segregated facilities, which are restrooms, waiting rooms, or drinking fountains based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. This clause originated from a 1965 executive order by President Lyndon B. Johnson aimed at ensuring non-discrimination amongst federal contractors. And this was all a part of his rollback of DEI. So what happened? March 2025, today actually, March 18, 2025, the memo directed federal agencies to stop including this specific anti-segregation language in new contracts, aligning with Trump's broader agenda to eliminate DEI-related requirements. This is for contracts. This is not for the American citizen. This is specifically for contracts. So, segregation still remains illegal under federal and state laws, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibits discrimination in public accommodations and employment. The removal of this clause does not legalize segregation. So get that out your head and stop telling people that. And as far as DEI go, black people were the last people to benefit from DEI. And there are some things that need to be cut. So yes, we need budget cuts. Regardless of where they come from, he's not cutting things that are benefiting people. He's cutting waste. That's it. Let it go. Leave it alone. Do some due diligence. Get your facts together. Stop being like this.